Morning, everyone. Bright and early here. I'm really glad we're on the East Coast and not the West Coast. 8 a.m. here with my friend, colleague, fellow cinephile, Adam Kline. Morning, Kleiner.
Good morning.
Yeah, coffee in hand. Got my wife's carrot cake in hand here. A little morning boost. Oh, yeah.
Don't show me that.
Never too early for carrot cake. I was telling my wife last night, I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve because it is Oscar nomination time. I know, Kleiner, you often say this is what, like your Super Bowl? This is your day, right? So.
This is playoff time. This is my March Madness. This is Super Bowl time. This is it's been many years. I get up. I don't get up early, but I get up and it's in the calendar. I know to find a safe corner to tap into the live stream of the Oscar nominations and just be pleasantly surprised or get upset or who knows what, right?
Yeah. So thank you for letting me share in the euphoria, shock, awe, all the above with you this morning. I'm just going to share my screen here. This is live on YouTube, so we'll get our live reactions on surprises, snubs, and then we can talk a bit about how we felt about all the nominations. So share my screen with computer sound. The chat's just humming along. We are one of 23,000 plus, two of 23,000 plus people waiting.
We can just tell our wives we're not that weird.
No, we're not alone, right? Yeah. So we got a minute. If you could describe sort of this year, like as it relates to the cinema and movies, it's been a year like no other in a lot of ways, but how would you describe the past year, movie-wise, comparatively speaking?
Well, this weekend, our group of our friends of four chat talking about that, reflecting on that a little bit, and I would agree because the comment was made that there weren't many 5-star films, but there were still a lot of great films.
Yeah.
But I think actually my observation would be that you would think that this would be the year where the more obscure films would be more widely known and appreciated. Since everyone was locked down, everyone pretty much depended on streaming. But I don't think that's the case. I think the top films of the year and what we're going to see mentioned repeatedly here didn't really enter the zeitgeist. I don't think. I mean, the nominations always help. The Golden Globes and when the nominations come out, that always helps push things to people's knowledge and awareness. But I genuinely would have thought that this was the year when, like, oh man, like some independent art house, foreign, like this is the year where sort of the periphery films would actually maybe become part of popular culture. But I'm not sure that was the case.
Yeah. Here we go. The countdown after the countdown. Can you hear my screen all right? You hear the audio coming through?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now tell me about how we are unfolding. You gave me homework, and I wasn't expecting that. I don't normally do homework for the nominations, but at the same time, it was a cool challenge where because you follow. I mean, we both know what leads up to the awards. We both know the major influencers like the guilds. Yeah. That are the greatest predictors, but you take it another step than I do, being a numbers man, I think. But you asked to make some of the predictions for the nominations, which was a new experience for me. But and I feel like it was like shooting a potato gun. I had in some ways, some categories I feel like are it'll be exciting to be shocked and surprised because there's some sort of obvious picks, but other categories I was just like, I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I didn't even go to like the short films because I have no clue there. So for those watching that are interested in crunching that, like goldderby.com is kind of the major site where all these supposed experts make their picks and they have all the odds. But you know what? Last night was like, I'm a sports fan too. So last night was like Selection Sunday for March Madness. And every year I do all the research and I do terribly. Like, we're going to do it in the family. We're all going to fill out a bracket. And like my son who knows nothing is probably going to win. It's like this. Like, you've got some of the obvious ones, but there's always some surprises. But it's always fun, I find, just to take your best crack at it. But it is like shooting darts blindfolded sometimes. So What is your greatest hope? Like, what is there a dark horse or something you want, a film that you really want to get recognized that's sort of on the cusp in some of these categories?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I am, again, something you and I have talked off and on about. I am excited to see. So two films that are growing in popularity right now, that weren't my favorite films, but they are excellent, and I had sort of emotional engagement with, are Minari and Sound of Metal. I actually watched them both on the same weekend, and that was an emotional roller coaster for me. And because they're both beautiful, beautiful films, but for very different reasons, very different stories. So
they're both gaining traction.
They're not necessarily my favorite films, but I am excited to see. I hope that they're sort of the pleasant surprises in terms of nominations and how many nominations or where they get their nominations. I hope that's the case.
Yeah. Now, are we in agreement? I think, like, although it wasn't my favorite film, we talked about it at length, but I think Mank will get the most nominations just because across the board, it's being recognized: directorship, acting, cinematography, sound.
Yeah, every year there's like one or two technical marvels, right? Like technical achievements where,
like The Irishman last year. I think Mank will be like The Irishman. It'll get a lot of nominations. It'll probably, like, The Irishman got totally snubbed, didn't win any. I think Mank will win at least 1, 2, possibly more.
Yeah, and every year, and whether they win or lose, every year they're like, I think of Mad Max year. I think of, am I thinking of Hacksaw Ridge, or I mean, even Black Panther was an example.
Yeah,
where there's at least 1 or 2 films that really kind of sweep technical awards. It doesn't happen every year, but there's sort of, it definitely gives reason for the most nominations, which makes it seem like more of a front runner than it is. Right. And yes, I think
speaking of Black Panther, I mean, Chadwick Boseman. All right, this is bittersweet because he might be a double nominee today, certainly for Ma Rainey and possibly for The Five Bloods as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. All right, I'm going to crank my volume back up here on my screen because this is about to start. Here we go. I got my predictions in hand. I got my red marker to mark all the ones I got wrong.
I actually had to pull up my nominations. I'll be honest, I forgot what I said.
From Los Angeles, please welcome the President of the Academy, David Rubin.
Good morning, everyone. I'm coming to you from the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, at the entrance to the Oscars experience, where you'll soon be able to feel all the excitement.
We should have went black tie
on the Oscar stage.
Oh man, that's a lot of work early in the morning.
Opening coming this fall.
For Oscar night,
fans will explore behind the scenes of their favorite movies and discover the magic of filmmaking in person. This morning is an annual tradition when we announce the nominations for the Oscars.
It's like 5:15.
All the nominees are selected by members of the Academy, a diverse community of filmmakers from around the world.
I always have a hard time believing
before I turn it over to Priyanka,
actors,
Jonas,
filmmakers who are asleep and are woken up by their friends calling them. I'm like, you really weren't watching? Like, really? Like, it's crazy. I mean, if it's true, good on you. Like, that's healthy, but I can't imagine.
It's time to deliver what you've all been waiting for, the nominees.
Here we go.
Priyanka and Nick, over to you.
Look at that suit.
Thank you so much, David, and good morning. Although we're in London, so it's afternoon here.
But regardless of the time of day, it's a moment that each of these nominees will never forget.
Absolutely. First up, the nominees chosen by members of the Academy's Actors Branch.
This is going to be a surprise. There's always a surprise in this category.
Maria Bakalova in Borat's subsequent movie film.
Top choice, yep.
Prodigious bribe to American regime for make benefit once.
Such a title.
I just want the grandma in Minari here. Like she's got to get
close in Hillbilly Elegy.
Yep. She always gets nominated. It wouldn't be ironic if she won for this
Olivia
movie.
Coleman in The Father.
Okay, no surprise.
Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, Seyfried.
Yes.
No.
I was worried she wasn't going to get it.
Oh, there she is. Okay,
you got it.
I'm like,
you got it.
Don't snub her. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Category
5 for 5.
Best costume design, with nominees voted by the Academy's
Did I get all that? Yeah, 5 for 5. Yep. I didn't pick this one. I didn't. I mean, I hope Mank. Yeah, Emma and Mank.
Ma Rainey here. Ma Rainey probably
win. That's right. Yeah. Good.
Mulan.
Yep.
Sure.
And Pinocchio.
Disappointing movie, but sure. Who has access to Pinocchio? That's what I understand.
Pinocchio, really?
Score.
Who has access to that?
Academy's Music Branch.
Oh, here we go. Original score.
Atticus Ross ×2. Oh,
Yes.
Bloods got in. Nice. Maybe they won't snub
I
Bloods all
love
day.
Defy Bloods. I want to see Defy Bloods over and over.
Yes,
News
I
of
want
the
to see
world.
Delroy.
Ari, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, News of the World. Okay,
Soul.
that's surprising. I haven't
Soul,
seen
yeah.
that.
Okay.
It's so
Well,
exciting.
Okay.
The Writers' Branch
I think I expected
nominates
Tenet to
screenplays
get one.
in 2 award categories: Best Adapted Screenplay
I had
and
Minari
Best
instead of
Original
Bloods.
Screenplay.
All right, here we
First
go.
is Best Adapted Screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
Borat's subsequent movie film,
Yeah.
Delivery of Prodigy.
I don't think I
Bride
gave it
for
that
I'm
one.
curious if the
American
father
Legion
gets
for
in here because I think the
mid-benefit
father
once
might get snubbed a bit
glorious nation
today.
Of Kazakhstan.
Look at all the writers on that.
What a
team.
title, eh?
Crazy. And then all the writers,
Dan
like 6 or
Swimer,
5
I
or
love
6
that
writers.
film.
Bainham, Erica Rivenoya, Dan
The
May,
show just got 10 minutes longer
Jenna
because of
Friedman,
Borat.
and Lee Kern.
That's adapted or original?
By
Adapted.
Sacha Baron Cohen,
What's it adapted
Anthony
by?
Hines, Dan Swimer, and Nina Pedrad.
Yeah, I did not pick that one. Oh no, I did pick that one. I did. Pick
Father
that
did get.
Christopher
Wait, good. I got the
Hampton
father.
and
Then I got
Florian
Rainy,
Zeller.
One Night in Miami, and Nomadland.
Nomadland.
Yeah, I think we picked the
Chloe
same
Zhao.
thing.
Yeah. The only one I wasn't sure was the father.
One Night in Miami.
Yeah.
Kemp
Nice.
Powers.
Kept
Yeah,
Powers
Ma
having
Rainey's.
a big
The
year.
White Tiger.
Oh,
Ramin
snap.
Whoa,
Are you kidding
that's
me?
a surprise.
They snubbed
Oh,
Rainy
she's in
for
that.
White
She's in the White
Tiger.
Tiger.
Original
I haven't seen it yet.
I read the book years ago. My wife and I both, and I loved the book. We need
Will
to see it now,
Burstyn
obviously.
and Shaka King.
Oh, they went with Judas. See, I didn't know if Judas would
by
get
Will
in.
Burstyn,
Oh, I did not pick
Shaka
Judas, but I'm
King,
I had
really happy
issues
to
with
see
the
it.
King
screenplay in
Lucas,
Judas,
and Keith Lucas.
I am very happy to see it there.
Minari, Lee Isaac Chung.
Minari, nice. It's
Trial.
hilarious to see the
Promising
Lucas
Young
brothers as
Emerald
Oscar nominees now.
Oh,
Yes, Emerald Fennel. Yep.
they snubbed
Sound
Mank.
of
They
Metal.
snubbed Mank.
Darius Martyr.
Well, that, I guess that was on the edge, right?
I wonder. I said
by
either
Darius
director or
Martyr
screenplay.
and
They're going to
Derek
snub it
C.
one way or the
France.
other.
Wow.
Sound of Metal. There we go.
And The Trial of the
And?
Chicago 7, Aaron Sorkin.
I was forgetting what was the obvious
Yeah, we
choice.
never went enough.
Okay, they stubbed Mank. That's okay.
I think I'm going to announce 2
That's interesting.
short
That's
film
very
categories,
okay.
both overseen by the
Interesting.
Short Films and Feature Animation branch. For Best Animated
No
Short
idea.
Film, here are the nominees.
No clue. I don't know.
Burrow,
So they snubbed Mank and did what instead?
If Anything
Well,
Happens, I Love You.
Judas and Sound of Metal were on the cusp.
Oh, yeah,
and they
Judas.
both got in.
Opera.
Yeah.
Judas, because everything else I had picked.
And Yes People.
Oh,
For
I didn't
Best
pick Yes
Live
People.
Action
An original
Short Film,
score. The
nominees are
shock was what? Original score. The shock was White Tiger.
Feeling Through,
No,
Where was White
adapted
Tiger?
screenplay. Was
Oh,
White
adapted
Tiger.
screenplay. Oh crap, that's
They
right.
snubbed Ma Rainey and went with White Tiger.
The Present,
Well, I haven't seen White Tiger, but Ma Rainey was.
It's more about the
underwhelming.
performances than the
And
screenplay,
White
I think.
Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the movie was underwhelming, so I'm actually glad that didn't.
Now,
Get
the
nominated.
nominees for an actor in a supporting role. They are
Chadwick.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Just
in
come
The
on, just
Trial
give me
of the
Paul
Chicago
Racy,
7.
please.
I don't know, man.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Happy for Stasha.
Kaluuya's gonna win this.
Who's gonna win this? Yep. And
Odom.
deserves it. Yes, Odom. I loved him.
In One Night in Miami.
They're gonna snub Bozeman. Yeah. Racy's in
Paul
then.
Rassi.
Yes.
In Sound.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Wow, you called it, man.
Stanfield.
Good. Wow.
Oh,
Judas
Lakeith.
and the
Yes!
They love Judas. They love
Congratulations.
Judas.
I am so happy for Lakeith.
Wow.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
531 PDT.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
Lakeith. Oh, Lakeith deserves all the attention he
they
can
went
get.
with
He's
Lakeith
so
over
good.
Chadwick. I can see it.
That's I am so glad.
Hey,
I'm so
my
happy
my
for
day has
Lakeith.
been made. Paul Racy's in, so I'm good.
That's the best category so far. That's exciting. That's the most exciting one, just to see those names together. Although, no, to me the big question will be Delroy, an actor category.
I wonder if they're gonna snub Oldman. They snubbed it for screenplay.
They snubbed what?
Gary Oldman.
Oh yeah.
There's Gary Oldman. There's Stephen Yeun and Delroy. They're all fighting for those.
So
two
so
spots.
far the big surprises: White Tiger gets a nomination for screenplay. That no one saw that coming.
Well, it's not huge because it was getting some in the guilds, but I hadn't
it?
seen it, and I was like, nah.
Well, obviously you need to make it a priority now.
Yeah, I gotta bump that up on my to watch list.
I was very excited to see it when I first saw it, but I didn't put it on my list thinking it was a priority. So I was, because we loved the book. I was excited to see it, but I thought it was gonna. I didn't even know it was. I wasn't following it closely. I didn't realize it was in consideration this year, to be honest.
Yeah, I knew it was on the fringe, but I just, again, hadn't seen it, so I hadn't considered it. But I'm hearing good things about it.
Okay.
So other than that,
I
guess Lakeith is the other big surprise. Lakeith, and that's a good surprise because
it's a fantastic surprise. So obviously Judas is gonna. I think that means it's obvious that Judas is gonna get in Best Picture.
Yeah. It's
like if they're already handing out Best Supporting Actor and what was it, Screenplay?
That means there might be 9 in Best Pick. Like they could predict up to 10. The way Sound of Metal and Judas are going right now, both of them are probably in for Best Picture, I would say.
What does Sound of Metal get? Supporting actor and what?
It got actor and, well, they will get actor, supporting actor, and screenplay.
Yeah.
So you got to assume they're both in Best Picture, which means The Five Bloods probably going to be on the outside looking in, and The Father.
But The Five Bloods made a surprise appearance in musical score.
Right, which is not as strong an indicator of Best
Picture.
It's not a bit,
yeah. I mean, I was just excited to see it because I was worried it was getting pushed and pushed out.
If Delroy gets in for actor, then obviously, or if somehow Spike gets a director nom, which I don't think will happen. Director's just too crowded this year.
It is fun to be wrong sometimes, just to see.
Yeah. If they snub Fincher for director, though, oh man, one of our friends is gonna go crazy.
Hey, dude, I'll take that personally. That's awful. I mean, you
got Sorkin out, right? Yeah.
I hope, because here's the thing. Going into this, being like Fincher's my favorite filmmaker. I am an avid fan along with a friend of ours, and I really wondered if this was going to be his Departed. I thought this was, because we all love Scorsese. Scorsese was years without winning an award, and he won it for a second tier, great film, right? Not a masterpiece, but a great film, The Departed. Scorsese finally won his Oscar, and you have mixed feelings about that. And with Mank, I mean, some people disagree with me, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't think it's Fincher's best, but it's a great film. And this was the year that Fincher was going to finally win an Oscar for a second tier Fincher film.
But he's run into the Chloe Zhao
The guy needs recognition, but whatever.
Have you seen Nomadland yet?
No, I have not. No.
Okay.
No, because
I think you'll change your tune once you see that, because I think it's
I know it's. I have a couple of big. What the last two big ones are, The Father and Nomadland, and I honestly just keep waiting.
The Father, you can't really find it. I think the inaccessibility of The Father is going to hurt it. I don't think a lot of those voting him maybe had access to it.
Yeah, my little hope is that it. Well, two things. One, those two films were trailers when I saw Minari in Kingston, and so that gave me like a small window of hope that maybe Kingston, one of the theaters there, would get it.
Yeah.
But then also, today I'm starting up my month of paying for 1 month of HBO Max Canada, nice. Or Crave as it's called, Canada. So I was hoping Nomadland would show up there because Hulu gives their license to Crave in Canada.
Yeah.
So, but it's not currently on there yet. So I don't understand what's going on there with the licensing.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping after the nominations, maybe within the next 4 weeks, Nomadland will appear on Crave or HBO Canada here.
Right.
But I also have the small glimmer of hope that, again, like there's a wonderful independent theater in Kingston, like you have in Sudbury, that typically gets all the Oscar stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm holding on hope there.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Round 2.
Oh man.
So we got we got actor, actress, director. We got some of the big ones here now.
Now you were making a prediction, or I don't know what you were egging us on or something the other night. You're thinking that another round might fall into a couple other categories.
Well, it's a dark horse in director and actor. If there's going to be a surprise, it might be Mads or Vinterberg, which would be super cool.
It would be cool. It is a very good film.
Welcome back.
Or if you just got up and are joining us now, welcome. Let's continue with the nominations. Members of the Academy's documentary branch have chosen these nominees for Best Documentary Feature.
Yeah.
And they are Collective.
Yeah. That might get a double with international. That's
Crip
quite
Camp.
good. Oh, Crip Camp made it. Okay.
I didn't pick that one.
Agent.
Oh,
I
geez.
didn't pick that one either.
Octopus Teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, I picked that one.
And Time.
Okay.
Thank you. Whew. I was gonna be worried if Time wasn't on there.
Alphabetical order. So you
Time
gotta
is
sweat till the end.
amazing. Everyone needs to watch Time on. I think it's on Prime.
Colette.
Documentary. Yeah, I have no idea.
Conversation.
I'm not going to pretend.
I'll have to check my predictions on Gold Derby.
Although
picked
I
the
will
top five.
say, whether documentary shorts or live action shorts or something like that, I think years ago, I think it was Louis C.K. He made the greatest comment about the winner of this Oscar.
Best foreign film.
Voted on by Academy
Honda
members
Civic.
of all branches,
International films.
living and working
Okay, here we go.
outside all over the world.
Give me a Sun. It's
The
a dark
nominees
horse, but
are-
please, another round.
Another round.
Yeah, that's gonna win.
Denmark. Better Days, Hong Kong.
Oh, no Sun.
Better Days.
Collective, Romania.
Oh, Collective got 2.
Oh,
Man Who Sold His Skin,
Oh.
Tunisia.
A Sun. Come on.
Quo
think it'll be
Vadis Aida.
That's
Bosnia
crazy.
and
Nobody called
Herzegovina.
those 5. Nobody called Better Days.
wow, really?
That's out of the blue.
The sound branch of the Academy chooses the nominees for Best Achievement
Sound
in
and Metal's a
sound.
lock here.
They are
Yeah, it better be.
Oh, it's gonna win.
Well, Sound of Metal and Mank. They should
Greyhound.
appear. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's Mac. Yeah.
News of the World
Greyhound's kind of funny to see, though. And 2 Tom Hanks films.
and Sound of Metal.
Soul made it.
That was my thought after I looked at my list. Was like the Academy wants to give Tom Hanks some credit, and I don't think I have enough of him in my list.
Yeah. I thought Nomadland might get in for sound.
Oh, really?
Father.
Production design.
Ma
Okay.
Rainey's Black Bottom.
Well, they like the
Sure.
Father might get a Best Picture
Mank.
nom.
It'd be
News of the
hilarious if
World.
Mank didn't show up in some of these.
And Tenet.
So is new?
Oh,
so I haven't
Tenet
seen-
got in there.
Well, that's good.
Here are
Did
the
News of the
nominees for Best
World a
Film
real technical marvel? I haven't seen it.
by members of the Academy's Film Editors
The
branch.
production design in particular is incredible.
Okay.
The Father.
Wow.
Okay, The Father's going to get a Best Picture nom.
Yeah.
It's got screenplay,
Promising
editing.
Young Woman.
Yeah. Sound of Metal, please.
Sound of Metal.
Yes. Oh, it's in for sure for Best
Nice.
Picture.
And
Nice.
The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Yeah. No
Sure.
surprise there.
Academy's cinematographer's branch.
It's funny. I have mixed feelings. I love
5
that
for
film.
5 there on the editing.
Were you? I don't think I picked that one category.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, they love Judas.
Wow. I don't think that was expected. Mank.
Of the World.
See, I went out on a rim, went with Cherry, even though it's
Nomadland.
terrible.
Oh, I was hoping to Five Bloods.
And the
That's
Trial
what
of
my
Chicago
choice
7.
was.
Yeah,
Lots of
Bloods won't get a Best
nominations.
Lots
Picture.
of
No,
nominations.
I didn't pick
The
that.
Visual Effects branch voted for these films to
Here's
be
where
the
Tenet's
nominees
gonna
for
show
Best
up
Visual
again.
Effects.
Well, I thought Tenet might show up in that last one,
Love and Monsters.
but I was wrong.
What?
The Midnight Sky.
Love
Okay.
and Monsters.
I only know of that film. I don't really know anything about
Mulan,
it.
yeah.
The One
I
and
never watched
Only
Midnight
Island.
Sky.
Nice. It's not that good, but it is
And
visually
Tenet.
stunning. So they went with
I-
one sort of,
What do you think
yeah,
of me?
they went with
Okay.
the impressive ones that aren't that good.
Makeup and hairstyling. However, they didn't let me vote.
That's what I wanted. Again, looking at my list, I was like, they're not giving. Are they going to give George Clooney some credit? Are they going to give Tom Hanks some credit? Like
Emma.
that's part of the voter sway, right? Is
Yeah.
Elegy.
just giving.
Not surprised
Ma
there.
Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah.
Is Hillbilly going to win for this category? You think?
And
I think
Mank
Rainey.
does.
Oh,
okay.
I hear Pinocchio's amazing
This
though.
next category is voted on by short
Who's
films
that
far
by?
as,
Is that?
branch, as well
don't know
as
who Pinocchio is.
members of the animation community across all branches. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film.
The number 5 slot will be interesting here. I
Onward.
This, but really, I thought.
don't know if it'll be Crudes or
I feel like there's
Shaun the
only
Sheep.
5 choices.
Well, Shaun the Sheep's on
A
the fringe.
Shaun the Sheep movie.
That's in
Oh,
the-
they snub Crudes.
I didn't even know that was on the
Crudes.
list.
They
did
snub
not-
Crudes and Wolfwalkers. Come
See
on.
that on the list.
Wolfwalkers.
There you go.
And now here is the other category voted on by the music branch.
Cartoon Saloon.
Their nominees for Best Original Song.
This category is hilarious.
Fight for You. Judas.
This category
and the
is
Black
kind of a
Messiah.
joke. in
Will they
some
have the
ways, but-
Wuhan flu
Hear My
song?
Voice.
That's the
The
question.
Trial of
Are they? Yeah, that is the question. Although that would have been first, right?
from
No,
Eurovision
what-
Song
Wuhan.
Contest. The Story of Fire Saga.
But are they doing it? Oh, they are. Okay.
Alphabetical
sorry,
order
you're
by
right.
title.
Scene.
Oh, Eurovision. I'm glad to see that though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I called that one.
Eurovision. That's fun.
And Speak Now. From
Hey, I
One
got all
Night
5
in
there.
Miami.
Nice.
One night. Good. Good. No Wuhan flu. I don't think that would have lost total.
That wouldn't have
credit.
gone over well. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Ahmed in Sound of Metal.
Yes.
Nice. Bozeman.
Chadwick Boseman in Ma Rainey's
Yes.
Black Bottom.
Beautiful.
Anthony Hopkins
Yeah.
in The Father.
Here we go. So Lindo, Oldman, Yoon. It's not going to be Lindo.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Oldman and
Mank.
Stephen Yoon and Stephen Yoon.
What's gonna happen?
Stephen Young
Yeah.
in Minari.
Even you. Okay. Ah.
To all the
I am really sad for Lindo.
actress
He
in a
deserved
lead
it.
role. The nominee
Oh my word. The Five Bloods, people. See the Five
I
Bloods.
doubt there'll be any surprises
Netflix.
here.
Viola Davis in Ma Rainey's
Davis,
Black Bottom.
McFarlane, and Mulligan for sure.
Andra Day.
Andra-
in
okay,
United
Day, yeah.
States versus
Bad
Billie
movie, but good performance.
I'm not gonna watch that movie because I've heard too many horrible things, but I don't.
Oh, no surprise. So they got
Good.
the obvious
Kirby.
five here.
Kirby
Yeah.
deserves it. Good grief.
Nomad
What a
Land.
performance.
And Mulligan.
And Carrie Mulligan in
Okay,
Promising
no
Young
surprises
Woman.
there.
All amazing.
I'd be so happy for Carrie Mulligan if she wins.
For director.
So happy.
She
The
might.
Academy Directors Branch has chosen.
I actually can't believe how few times she's been nominated.
Here we go. Director. Who gets snubbed here?
Thomas Vinterberg.
Oh, there it
Another
is. I
round.
told you, Vinterberg.
Oh my!
They went with Vinterberg. Oh, snap.
Mank.
Wow!
So Sorkin might get snubbed.
Winterberg. I hope he does. I mean, I
think
love the
Sorkin-
man.
Yeah.
Yes, Lee Isaac Chung. Good.
Nomadland.
They slumped. Who'd they snub? Trial or jury?
Chloe's category. It's Chloe's category this year.
Promising
Oh, they
Young
snubbed
Woman.
Sorkin. Good call. They snubbed Sorkin.
Oh, that's okay. That makes me so happy.
I'm so
By
happy
all
Thomas
members of
Vinterberg's
the
in there.
Academy are-
Who did I
Oh, good
who did
call.
I think was going to win instead?
Ready?
Or
The
nominated?
Father. David Parfit. Jean-Louis
Oh,
Levy,
Father's in.
and
Okay, that
Philippe
means
Carcassonne,
I'm wrong then.
producers.
Oh, Regina King didn't get nominated for director. That's what I thought.
Black Messiah. Shaka
Judas
Khan,
is in.
Charles D. King, and Ryan Coogler, producers.
Bloods is
Wow,
out. Oh,
lots
I
of
hope
love for
Sound of,
Judas.
Sound of Metal better be in here.
Mank. Cian Chafin.
Yes.
Eric Roth.
Judas.
And
surprise.
Douglas
People
Urbano.
need to go see if they can go to the theater and see it. It's such. I want to see it again. It's such a great film.
Minari. Christina O, producer.
Sorry.
Dark Horse.
Nomadland. Francis McDormand, Peter Spears, Molly Asher, Dan Janvi, and Chloe Zhao, producers.
Man.
I had a feeling
Promising
Vinterberg
Young
was going to
Woman.
get in. Man.
Ben Browning, Ashley Fox, Emerald Fennell, and Josie McNamara, producers.
Sound of
Yes.
Metal. Bert
Yes.
Hamling and Sacha Ben Harosh,
I'm happy.
producers.
And
So what am I
last,
missing?
The Trial of the Chicago Seven. Mark Platt.
Okay.
Oh, they snubbed Ma Rainey.
Woo!
They snubbed.
Well, I am already
Was-
strategizing
They only went with
my
8.
pool.
One night got no One Night
Oh.
and no Ma Rainey.
Nominees.
No One Night in Miami.
Thank you for joining us
Oh.
and watch
No Ma Rainey. No The Five Bloods.
Sunday,
And no
April
One Night in
25th,
Miami.
Only on
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
That's the big one.
that's actually a bummer.
So they went with 8.
Okay. Well, and people need to understand. People who are watching don't know. Like, it's a mathematical equation in terms of how many.
Yeah. It was more likely there'd be 8 rather than 9. Next year, I think they're going back to 10.
And in theory, I thought they could have 10 still, but
No, I
it's
think
not.
next
It's a
year it
mathematical-
has to be 10. I think next year. Starting next year, they're going back to that.
Oh,
How it used to be. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, there wasn't any crazy. I mean, that's not fair. I mean, Thomas Vinterberg for another round being best director. That is a wonderful surprise.
Yeah.
Paul Raci for supporting actor is a great surprise, as well as what was the other one in that category that I loved?
Supporting actor?
Who
Racy
it?
was kind of a surprise, but he's won. I think he got the Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big one was Thomas Vinterberg. But again, I said like another round's been getting some love. I think from what I know about the international films, there was a couple surprises there. But otherwise, yeah, and I guess slightly in the animated with Crudes getting snubbed for Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, I mean, so
not a
best
huge
director.
surprise, though.
What did you say got snubbed for Shaun the Sheep?
The Crudes. Most people were thinking
Oh,
the
the
second Crudes would get in over Shaun the
Right.
Sheep.
Well,
I
I'd rather
like
see-
Shaun the Sheep better, actually.
I prefer claymation getting recognition.
Absolutely.
So best director. So if I go through my list, best director was the surprise. There was no Regina King, and
No
Thomas-
Sorkin, although you called
And
that.
no-
Most people had Sorkin in, and they went with Vinterberg.
Well, at least that's a proper assessment of that film. I feel like, in my opinion, which sounds like I don't like the film. I love the film. The film's amazing, but I think Sorkin.
He's more of a screenwriter than a director.
Yeah, he hasn't found his stride as a director.
And the opposite with Mank, they snubbed it for a screenplay, but it got the director nom, right? Which makes sense.
I mean, and the fact that Stephen Yeun gets nominated Best Actor, that's a really big deal. That really is.
That's huge.
I was hoping Delroy Lindo for Defy Bloods would get the attention he deserves, but because we all know that Chadwick will win posthumous for that, but just to see the recognition there, I mean, Stephen Yeun is wonderful, and again, just the love for Minari across the board. Did Minari get the most nominations there?
No, I think Mank did.
Still Mank. Now,
yeah, Minari didn't. Minari got snubbed for cinematography. I thought it would get maybe cinematography.
Okay.
It didn't, and it didn't get. What else didn't it? It didn't get original. It didn't get score, as some thought it would.
Okay, so who am I forgetting in supporting actor? Who got they got Kaluuya, Cohen, Odom, and then
They snubbed Boseman, and they went with someone off the map. Who did they?
We were both.
Oh no, it
delighted.
was Lakeith. It was Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh, Lakeith.
Yeah.
See, we can't even remember. That's right. That's why we talked
Right.
about that for 5 minutes, and I couldn't remember.
See, I thought if there was going to be a second one, it would be Fishback from that movie.
Yeah,
I
which I would
supporting actress was more wide
excited
open.
to see if she got that. But of course, that category, supporting actor. So Lakeith getting that again pushes Judas and the Black Messiah over the edge in terms of popularity, which, in my opinion, well deserved. And especially Lakeith in terms of his career and his lack of recognition. I'm so happy for him. Supporting actress, though, for Dominique Fishback to be in that, like, that's a loaded category.
Yeah,
I'm just so glad Amanda Seyfried got.
Yeah, I wasn't sure she was getting snubbed in some of the guilds, so there's going to be some backlash with it. Think about it, with the politics and the nominations. No Ma Rainey and no One Night in Miami.
Right.
That's a lack of diversity in the best pick, and no Defy Bloods. That's 3 movies with all black casts that didn't make the cut. I thought One Night in Miami should have, of those 3 for sure.
I really thought we'd see more of those in the mix.
But hey, it was a good day for Sound and Metal and a good day for Minari, and those are 2 of my favorite films this year. So, and Nomadland is going to roll. But interesting.
So what did Defy Bloods get? Just music?
That's it. That's all it got. That's it.
Oh, it's awful.
That's it.
That's sad. Oh man. Anyways, always happens, and it's still exciting to see. And as always, there's 1 or 2 films that I had to add to my list now that I wasn't expecting to watch, and that would be White Tiger for screenplay.
Yep.
And there was one other surprise that wasn't
Shaun the Sheep.
Maybe Shaun the Sheep. I don't know.
Yeah, now this is always the time of year where I actually pay attention to the short films. Now that I get them down to the final, okay, maybe I got to watch these live shorts, and sometimes they're on YouTube or different places. So we'll check those out. Definitely, if you have a chance, check out The Father, and for sure, Nomadland.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's officially Oscar season. Now the fun really begins. Make sure we watch all these films and get back together before the Oscar night and make the important predictions then. I got a lot of red ink on my pages, but it was a fun morning.
That's great, man. Thanks, Ben.
Hey, thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again.
All right.
Take care. Have a good one.